Hello and welcome back to Strange Horticulture, where we are taking our time, nice and cozy, in a slightly spooky game. Hey, where we left off, we labeled some of our plants, which is good. Not all of them though. Let's see what our map says. Okay. We got this last time. Conistan. Which should be on the river somewhere. Rasmere. Redfoot. Maybe. Hawkshead, Amber, Rasmere, Undermere. It may take us a minute to figure this one out. We're not in any hurry for this one though. Let's see. It's going to be so hard to remember all these things. Where they're at. But we'll try. Southwards to the fork. From a lake. Has to be this one, or this one. We're gonna check here. Heavens open up as I reach the fork. And take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. I'm glad my guessing got me what I was looking for. Okay, yep. Those both can go into that section-ish. I'll move that one up there, though. Okay. Let's see what our first customer has. Elner Bramer. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away, and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. I appreciate. Okay. Almost there. Maybe. Is it there? Yes, it is. So F2. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed, and if only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Do I have winter boar? No. Winter boar. Probably do. Also known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Not that one. One of those over here? Maybe. Rubbery leaves make it an effective insect repellent. Dark blue smells of other things. Orange center. Not that one. Do I not have it? have it. Well, we may just have to try something. Blue, that's about all we got. Okay. Plant identified. Dranthium. Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachieved. Some known Dranthium as green-eyed, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Hey, let's see what our new plant is. A red one with thorns. You can go over here. Bethany, thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth point is said to help locate people. Do I have Jacobsworth? I should have it. Don't know that I've identified it. Jacobsworth. Okay, people tend to be drawn to the unusual flower at Jacobsworth, but its leaves have the most interesting properties. Point to the person. Do I have leaves like that somewhere? Over here, maybe? No. Okay. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. We need leaves like that. Okay, those look kinda like the leaves. Leaves seem to have a mind of their own. That may be. Jacobsworth identified. Solomon Scepter, also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Could be maybe that one. Anyway, next person. Arthur Cook. It's my wife's birthday and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child but hasn't been able to find any in years. It's a sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. Oh, and the flowers more like lots of little flowers. So, bulb shape, lots of little flowers. Maybe that one? Probably not that one. What does that smell like? Smells of nothing. What does forest camphor do? smell of bulb. Plant has a power for sporadic event, making it a common ingredient in sleep drops. Maybe? Awesome. Deductive reasoning. Ennis Aylford, we've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. What is this? I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know if we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sag's church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. So St. John's poppy, I have one. I think. That one. Sagdrill Church. Where is Sagdrill? So there. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sagdrill. This must be the place. Ooh. Awesome. What good information do we get? Verona Green. I have returned from Science Swin. Must admit, I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certain signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grizzly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on him. On the sample of the Gilded Dendra. I have Gilded Dendra? I do not. Gilded Dendra do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as blood succumbs to the Dendra miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even the touch of leaves can be painful. Not any of those. Not that one. That one maybe? No. Which ones have I not? Rather unpleasant scent. Fruits have noticeable color. Maybe one of these. Smells like rhubarb. Maybe this one. Awesome. Maiden Sorrow, rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's fingers and thumb is said to prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focused effect. Flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend to its name. Oh, it's got to be that one. And wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago, and I inherited her house. I have been sifting through her possessions last night and found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Genta. That is Royal Gentian. It's that one. Elder Phinium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. The deadly poison that causes the blood to turn slowly turn black, usually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. I don't know that I actually have that one yet. Let's see. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring about her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. I'm fumbling all the words today. Thursday, day 7. 5 miles from the second to tallest. That's tall, that's tall. Unless it's that. I'm guessing that's the tallest because that's the highest point. Maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not. Back to the shop. Okay. Did I just miss out on that? We should water some of our plants. How did you move there? You're supposed to be over here. Okay, I still have the card. Let's see. Kinda had to cheat for that one. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting, like the call of sirens nestled in the undergrowth. Under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Ooh, new plant acquired. You go over here with these ones. There's no real rhyme or reason anymore. And wood. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contains nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I awake." Solomon's scepter is a plant, right? Yes, it is. Solomon's scepter. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate. Many sweet-smelling small flowers along the stem. But that one? I I think so. Long Veracund. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. David Schaefer. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it got them panicked down Foxfield Way. What's this letter say? Antmere Eye. Antmere Eye. Okay. Castle Abbey, Gosford, River Bootleg, King Havard, Swinside, Whiteville, Munster, Blackfoot, Red Pike, Gable, Scarefeld, Bull, Torver, Foxfield, Westland, Gosford, Old Man, Crinkle Crags, Bowfeld, Jakesville, Grosmere, Fairfield, Amberside, Westland. I'm hoping as I say them, Endmore, Kentmere, Kentmere. I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I pass by the Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire along the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me today. So Kentmere is right there. Kentmere's Eye. Eye of the river, there or there? We'll figure that out later, probably. Verona Green, again. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed Gildodendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that this very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think that through some more. Some Maiden Sorrow would help a lot. Right? Identified Maiden Sorrow? I have not. Rubbing the soft leaves of the plant between one's fingers and thumbs is said to help prevent mind from wandering focus effect. It's this one. Red Ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Interesting. Reuben Ward. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Combe. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. And that Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Black Combe. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. I wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Eyebright. Eyebright. Careful not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom which will cause a severe pain for several days. Plant that only grows to the south of the warmer climates where it can be called Loth, after a long-dead king, known to improve eyesight at night. Thorny plants. Bright thorny plants. Maybe that one? Awesome. Wind coal, purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of hair of the dog mentally as tonic. Mentality as a tonic to those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Forest Vare. Does it even ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Gray sandfire. Nope. A tough outer bark which has been used for properties, chewed as a form of dental hygiene. Flame-like tendrils. Give off a smoky scent. That one. Ember Soul. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for leaves. They're razor sharp. That's fun. Lockwick to Illgill Head. Foxfield to Crinkles Crag. At first, she felt free, but wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters. Not knowing where she was going, not caring, eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Ooh. Friday. Let's see this. Foxfield is here. Crinkle Crags. I don't know where Crinkle Crags is. Lockwick. 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 Crinkle Crags, Foxfield, Lockwick. Illgill. Illgill Head. Somewhere in this area. Crinkle Crags. I'm gonna guess somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. On the mountain. Nothing. There are more important things to do back at the shop. Okay. We'll wait for things to fill up on there. Before we go out, Ennis Aylford. You are wise to pledge your support of the seeds of redemption. Together we are strong. Now that the Dendro has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendro will be saved, but we must act swiftly. I might regret having done that. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendro. Now let's water some of our plants. I don't know that we actually have to water any plants. Actually, ever. Okay, let's check this card again. So it wasn't there, but the craggly crops were underneath it, so maybe there? The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before, two for joy. Okay, get an open spot to spawn these in. Probably about there where we got our watering can. Okay. We're gonna have to split off a group of those ones soon. Okay. Unknown. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me, all of me. If fair Elder Finium is the answer, it must be. I will not forget these who help me, or those who help me, horticulturist. Ephemeriding, brewed to create antidote to Dendra's miasma. Deadly poison. Okay. Similar to Solomon's Scepter, which is this one. No. I have Solomon's Scepter, which is one of these, or one of these. Maybe I alphabetize them. Solomon's Scepter. Okay. Not Solomon's Scepter. Ephemeridum. Similar scent to Solomon's Scepter. Alluring. Ooh. Alluring scent. Smells like rhubarb. What are we gonna have? See, it's not that one. Not that one. Gentle scent. No odor. Flat leaves. Delicate scent. Dark purple flowers. Thin at the stems. Small red berries. Okay. Intoxicating smell. Unpleasant. Flat. Thin stems. Maybe? No. Sweet like rhubarb. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have it. Yeah, okay. Walkthrough says Red Avenue is the place to look for. And then we do that. Red Avenue. Ooh. And then we use our special thing. Oh, Elderfinium grows here. Is there anything else? Tomb of the Hunter? Great Oak? Yep, where was it? There. Whoever wrote on my map was been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out of this desolate place in search of a plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. Where did it put you? So that has to be Elderfenia. Collect rewards. What do we get? Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases a stinging barb that triggers by a light's touch. Its the pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower. This is thought to be the reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within its spiny pods that grow on this plant. Anything else I need to be using like that? No, where'd my watering can go? Most of our plants labeled. Okay. Ooh. Kentmere Eye. So, there? Or there? From Kenmore, I followed the bearing of the eye and ended up in a small forest north of Kendall. The woods are thick with briar brambles, but among the tangled undergrowth is a type of flower is flourishing. Ooh, berries. Berry. Where did you put them? Oh, right next to the other berries. Nice. Okay. There's so many things out right now. That way. Oh, red ebony. If I had paid attention to that. Okay. Grace Enright. My mom was into horticulture. Found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? Not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is it another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. She loved the shop. Golden lights start at Long Meg, S3, S2. What? S3, E2. Oh, South 3, East 2. Haha, my brain works. Long Meg. Probably going to be up here somewhere. Where are you, Long Meg? Cedar, Kendall, Sagdill, Daughters, Kentmere, Undermere, Amberside, Railroad, Murflil, Flurgle, Burgle, Glowick. Well, not finding it easily. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's see. Anne Wood. Help me. The amulet. Can't remove it. It's drawing the life from me. Longverkund. Something called Witch's Remedy is believed to lift curse. The small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I need to start pulling these apart a little bit. I don't have it yet, so it's not that one. There was another one that had leaves on the stem that were paired. Let's see. Oh, that's... maybe that one? Awesome. Ah, thank you. I can feel it working. No clay. Caldery. The use of caldery are not well known. Some say that it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress, Arduina, place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem and small leaves. Stick that there, there. Let's organize just a wee bit. Amos Duncan, good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road for a long time, so long I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. Oh. Note, note, note. Oh, that's the wrong one. Is there... there and there? Is there a way to flip that? Oh, maybe it is supposed to be upside down. Maybe? Not there. So that. That doesn't connect though. That connects there though. Yeah, that doesn't go. Does that, like, rotate or something? Does that rotate? That connects there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless it's backwards. Because of that one being upside down. Okay, it fits. That is not the same as what's going on there. I see. Yep. 2, 3, 4. That makes more sense. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. I didn't realize you could click on that. That makes more sense. Ooh. Coin. Medical herbology. Oh, does this have anything else there that... Okay, probably don't need that right away. A Breyer's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example, the principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disk of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edges in a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disk over some name pointed in the map nearby and denote wherever the symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. What is this one? Devil's Nightcap. The plant is known colloquially as a corpse friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Trimblehuff. A trimblehuff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of these small cup-like flowers, they generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. I guess I don't need that anymore. I can stay there. I don't much need those anymore now that I figured that out. Okay, that can be in there. And the coin can go there. We'll leave that out there for now. Simone Green. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook of the east wing. Baylock's Elixir, made from the crushed petals of 3 distinct plants. Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Be careful. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Greygale, who slowly loses her mind after taking Baylocks and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Probably something we're not doing as yet. In Tebe, a noble elder stood silently watching the starry skies. The young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Day 9, Saturday. Dwarver. Take some time to figure these out later, probably. Don't know that Tebe is an actual point on this. We won't spend too much time looking for it. Okay. What is this pointing to right here? 14B. Okay. The memorial bears the name Swaif Prior. It serves a memory. He was one of the Dreyer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. New plants. Ackward. And over here. Why is that one over there too? We'll have to organize that soon. See what the first person wants. Long Meg. Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me that fever kiss, some fever kiss that is. Too many late nights at the library are starting to take a toll. Fever kiss. Red berries provides energy boost that lasts several hours. There we go, finally that one. Mount Astory promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Oh, David Schaefer. There's a talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Ooh, it wants me to go somewhere. Breckfoot Candle. Breckfoot. Brick. Barrack Barrel. Rosie. Rododo. Black Comb. Bootleg Swineside. Breckfoot Candle. The candle leads me east of Wastewater to the north of the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky. The tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. Yellow Spiky. That's something. We got the entry for recently. Forest Vare. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name, except the groups calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. Dranthium. Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale the smoke, burning, long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness. Some known as the Green Eye, named after, derived from the telltale signs of overdose where I don't have that yet discovered. Long, sharp leaves. Okay. sharp edges. Okay. Pillions. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the palliance is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of the plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Reuben, I crept around Black Comb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebite is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell I found a shallow pool of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her something dark, inhumane, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You've been out of the drink too, if you'd seen what I did. I've had wild coal. I think I have that one labeled. No, I don't. Purple berries. I expected as much. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water down over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by a sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that make that are invisible to the naked eye and showing up only under unnatural light. Ooh. Anyway. Michael Bennett. My neighbor has a foul-smelling mushroom that she says can ward off evil spirits. It's a horrible little thing that attracts flies, but I'd rather that than sit and do nothing. There's something very strange out in the woods. Okay. Sunset Mount Camp. Which is one of these. Oh, that didn't give me a new book thing. Unless I just clicked through it too fast. Verona Green. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what the ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra, that really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthy's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to the Grisdale Forest again. The Cicero will know more. As many names, some call it. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the miasma, or the dread. But the most common name for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs, such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground north of East Tebe were nothing but black mutatus mortis grows was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Dead ground northeast of Tebe. Tebe. Sounds like a plant we want. Northeast of Tebe. Wild area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. The dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from the grave. I was hoping for a mushroom. Anyway. Ending the day. Oh, I found Tebe. Every day, she actively followed the teachings of Arda. Every day, she patiently performed the task given her. Every day, thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Okay. Day 10, Sunday. Okay. So, this one, Tebe. You wouldn't think following the modern rail line into Tebe, this preposterous village was once home to a notorious prophetess, Mary Baines, a local witch, haunted the locals with her tales about the end of the world. Although such prognostications may seem quaint nowadays, her grave in the churchyard is still avoided by all the villagers growing there. Wait a second. Ooh. Where's my watering can? I'm really bad about watering my plants. Okay. So, star. Okay, never mind. Wandering Elder. Not there. Not the star. Okay. I'm thinking about this. A secret uncovered is a secret no more, 2 miles north of Foxfield. 3 ravens circle above, their claws and croaks, cleaving the silence, an omen. I take what I came for and leave. New plant. Goes over here somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's start ringing the bell. David Schaefer. One from your librarian friend today. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey was a wealth of knowledge on the local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want, a sort of test. They'll never allow me to look in. They never allowed me to look through their stacks. Okay, so Calder Abbey is there. A small window opens, and the much larger oak door from the darkness with a voice proclaims, "Only friend may enter." Friend. Okay. Butterdale. Moore's Amicus. Corpse's friend. If ingested, a seed will cause agonizing death. Similar to pine needles. Okay. So let's see. What things? Where are the spines? Water bucket out of the way. Thin stem. Dark purple flowers. Unpleasant scent. Flat red fruit. No noticeable odor. Quite easy to cut oneself. Smells like rhubarb. Maybe I don't have that one. Friendship, fox button. I have fox button. Okay. So fox button. Yeah, I might need to start alphabetizing these. Fever Kiss, Red Avenue. Probably one of these ones over here. Right. Apart. Fox button. Sheep snap. The sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayon. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to the local legends, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circles is called Long Meg by locals. Watering can. Watering can, watering can. Can does the watering can. Okay, Long Meg. Okay. Stone circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Along the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual-looking flower. New plant Eckward. You're over here next to the dangly ones. Okay, that'll disappear tomorrow. Verona. The sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They're kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat the servant of some... Okay, come on. Some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. I think I'll take some Mount Astery with me. Mountain Astery. Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. Cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Smells like rhubarb. Purple flowers. That's berries. Cut yourself. Strawberries dipped in honey. Unpleasant. Long flat roof leaves. Dark purple flowers. Not that one. Cup-like flower. I don't know. I don't know that I have this one. Do not have this one. How am I supposed to get this one? Hey, Mountain Astery. Okay. Did I put that away? I don't know. This is I-27. Or am I supposed to look at it through this first? No. Okay, apparently I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Where did I put my watering can? Trying to figure this out. That's one there. I don't need that. Done that. Oh, damn it. Okay. That's been used. That's been used. That's been used. Too many things up there. Okay. Start watering. Says after I open the secret drawer, which I did. And it should have been right there, according to the wiki. There. Oh, I just had it wrong. Dang it. Okay. I clicked the one above. My bad. Okay. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow. Presumably, you're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. Turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have the thing for him. Copper Kindolian. Rejuvenating plant. Most have tried benefit from its properties and have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may come to appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. Red patches on it are often seen. Red warts. Red warts. So either this one or the other one. Okay, awesome. Oh, dang it. Okay. And she wants Mountain Astery, which is one of these ones. Mountain... no. Large cup, like flower. Okay. Weeping Bell. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of the rainbow. Soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Okay. We're getting there. upon screen, I finished the design you asked me to work on. Be very careful when wrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from plants. Okay, now where is the lab equipment then? Okay. Bethany Coleman. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is dangerous. Is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendru has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. Okay. Offering altar Arduina. Here somewhere? No. Okay. Not there. If anything special there, no. There. Okay, it's not to scale, but that is that. It's gotta be there. Seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, too old too. The altar seems to belong here as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arduina. Ember soul or cauldry. See. Cauldry. The use of cauldry are not well known. Some say its applications are dark magic, but this officer has found neither substance nor specifics. Okay. Those who worship the huntress place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. Grows from the trunks. Okay. So. Thin stem with small leaves. Or. Ember soul. The soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves that are razor sharp. That one. So I know for sure that one. And cauldry was... maybe one of those ones? We'll go with the one we know for sure it is. Ember soul. Evulum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evulum has many short, pretty leaves. Okay, Natalie Cooper. I'm being harassed by loonies, shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other nonsense, stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come around again. Larkshine is... Bloop bloop, larkshine. plant with powerful... It's this one. Okay, we have one more day, I think, and then we're gonna wrap up. Liesel Lyle of Neptune, also called Truthsayer. This plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Okay, ending... Oh, let's look at this. Never forget to take care after they drink, however, to avoid the fate of gray. Okay. Nope. Not looking for any of those. Kinda wanna do this. Nope, 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 nope. Seen those two at least. Nope, 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 apparently not. Maybe. Yeah, not worth it right now. Now look at this. Ooh, 902X803. In times she learned that the sisterhood had secrets, or she had always known that. Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but now she knew what she wanted, and she could do anything to get it. Well, tomorrow's a full moon. Monday 11. Okay. Let's look at this. 902. 16E. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crags stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out among the moss. Ooh. Let's put you over here by over here. George Campbell. My old man reckons where there's a plant that can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. I'll tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Weeping Bell. Which is that one? Frilled leaves. Frilled leaves, frilled leaves. Which leaves are frilled that I haven't used? Are you frilly leaves? Maybe. Weeping Bell. Has Bell? Alright. Collect Lesser Merrydock. Round flower head of the Merrydock is made up of smaller yellow florets. Single drop of the strong smelling sap from a This plant can utterly drain a person's mental facilities, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. Probably end up using that later. Annis Elford. I have a task for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt a Dendru. If he returns, give him some of this. He will make a worthy sacrifice to the Dendru. Let's help him on his way. New plant Ackward. What does that do? Strong aroma, slightly aniseedy. Amos Duncan. I'm heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I want to store some valuables in a safe. Don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. I'm sure that you've got something up your sleeve for me. Baylock's elixir. I actually have to make it. Okay, Baylock's elixir, which is that's kind of similar. Oh, come on. Eyebright, that would make sense. Let's check. Okay. Okay. Now that I have some of these, I'm gonna cheat through it though. I know that one. According to the wiki, I don't know that I have it. Let's see, where, brilliance. F31. F31. Is that find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather, and there's another one. I'm definitely going to have to organize these better. That one, and that one. What was the other one? Where'd it go? And that one. I don't know if order means anything. New elixir. What does that say? Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and their antidotes. Spring waxcap, sometimes fatal, can be used cured by taking hophead boiled in vinegar. Sunset mountcap, generally not fatal in small doses, are crushed from sour brandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedy used to sap using the sap of lemon dandy. Copper calendin neon, often fatal, no known cure. Farmer's worry, often fatal. An antidote can be made using royal genelia. Okay. Where did the elixir go? Is it still there? Oh, there it is. It pops it up on the shelf. Baylock's elixir. Book entry, spring maxcap. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Alice Boyd. I've run out of, I can't remember its name. It's a sweet-smelling plant with small purple flowers. I need it for reasons. Sweet-smelling plant with small purple flowers. Maybe that one. Maybe it's on Scepter. Ah, there we go. Who's next? Simone Green. Oh goodness, Hellbore. You haven't been getting enough food. You haven't been getting enough food. That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother had me look into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person, and sneak some Hellbore hugs. Okay, what's this? I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collection of Ambleside for any mention of the servants, but Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls, covering a wide variety of subjects. It might be worth a visit, Simone. Okay. Right. Ambleside. No. Muncaster. Muncaster. Follow Fremont's main manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Woken Dendru Denverona say that was another name for the servant. The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master, and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Cove, to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendru was ousted from the world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Those ones. Whatever they are, probably. There's so many things on my desk right now. I don't need that right now. I'll leave that there for now. John Hall. Norwood, please. I can't find... It's the only thing that can keep me from nodding off the night shift. Right? Norwood did before? No. The bite of the crunchy root and the splint has the effect of cold water bucket. And only under unnatural light. Ah. Daisy Dock. A simple potion that will grant courage can be brewed of the leaves. It is said that ancient warriors could take it before going into battle. Okay. We're gonna end day and we're gonna wrap up. It's been a pretty good day. We made it through 11 days. Yeah, it was kind of fun. Still. Any other plants have stuff going on with them? Before I go crazy, is there another map spot? Great oak. Tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined. And any living thing it might be, its upper branches graze the sky. Oh. Probably something for later. But nothing else right now. End of day. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate for even a moment. Afterwards, the ardor was dead. She felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. First letter of the Latin name of the plant known as golden light. The number of petals on a lucky cabela flower. So something 7. Well, I'm thinking about it right now. We'll just do this. Golden light, which is next page. No, I don't have it yet. I do have cabela though. Seven petals, something 7. Maybe golden light is a different name. Oh, golden light. L7. I amble through the meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat ear, hidden among many of them, something new for my collection. New plant acrid. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, back into control. Next week, more or less the same, I believe. Anyway, that's going to be it. So thank you for coming out, watching, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you hopefully the next time. Bye.